everybody, it's Amanda back with another video for you. Today I thought I would do a little macrame tutorial. We are going to be making these keychain wristlets, and it's actually not showing up as the correct color in the camera. Let me try to adjust that, showing the color a little bit better. So it's like a light blush pink. It's really pretty. I just put it up on my Etsy shop and up on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen me post this a couple of days ago. It is available for sale on Etsy and through me personally. So yeah, it's a cute little keychain wristlet. I like making them this length because they're not too long that they feel like they're just going to fall off your hand if you're busy running around. You've got a lot of things in your hands when you're traveling out and about. So it stays snug and secure in your wrist. It's got just enough give to get it on easily, but it's not super long hanging off of your hand. So it's cute. Right now I make this in this dusty pink, a golden yellow color, and I do a white macrame cord as well. And then I also make it in, so this is macrame cotton cord. I also make it in various suede colors if you prefer that suede material. I have quite a few different color options for that too, which are all listed on my Etsy shop if you wanted to check it out. That is listed in the description below. So if you are interested in making one of these, follow along and we will make it together. Okay guys, so we are going to make this keychain wristlet together. So I'm just going to show you the materials that you need to make this. So I use a 3mm macrame cotton cord. You can get this from Amazon. I forget the brand name, but if I can find it, I will link it down below for you. I believe it was about $15. Give or take, and this and the golden yellow are the same millimeter size and brand. So again, if I can find it, I will link it down below for you. So we have 2 cords cut already. I made mine about 6.5 feet each. You probably won't need all of that, but I always like having a little bit extra just in case I'm going along making the piece and I notice I'm running out of cord. You don't want that to happen. So I always cut a little bit extra just in case. So both cords are about 6.5 feet. And then you will need, of course, a keychain ring and a lobster clip. I bought these both separately in packs from Michael's. And I just loop it on and there you go. This is about a medium-sized lobster clip. You obviously don't want it too small, but I don't like the massive ones either. So this one works well. And let's go ahead and get started. Oh, one other thing. If you can find a cork board, they are really helpful for doing macrame projects like this. That way you can, and some pins as well. That way you can pin down the piece you're working on and it's not going to go anywhere or budge while you're pulling on it, doing all of your knots along the way. So I highly suggest getting one of these. I've seen a few other YouTube crafters doing this and I'm really glad I saw them doing that because it's definitely made working with macrame a lot easier. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've pinned down my lobster clip already. You're going to take your first cord and fold it in half, and then you're going to find the very middle of it. So here's the middle here. It's going to go underneath and behind your clip, your keychain ring. And here's the middle loop here in behind. And then you're going to take your cords, bring it up in front through the loop, and then just pull it through. Like that. And then just pull tight. Okay? And then now we're going to take our second cord Again, fold it in half, just the same. Oh, mine's all knotted. I apologize if you can hear any noise. I'm actually in the spare room in the basement, so you might hear my husband and my kids walking around upstairs right above me. So yeah, in case you hear any background noise. Okay, so we're finding the middle of the cord again for the second one. And then you're simply going to place the middle of the cord in behind the loop we just did over here. Like that. You're just going to rest it in behind that loop down there. And now we are going to get started with our square knots. So this one is going to be a spiral square knot, which is what we have done here. So it's much similar to a regular square knot, except you're not making it go straight down, you're making the square knots go around and around. And there's only one difference to the actual pattern of the knot as we go, and I'll show you the difference as we go along. I apologize, it's far away. I'm trying to make it as close up as I can, so I hope that you can see it well. When we get done our first spiral square knot, I'll bring it up to the camera so that you can see the detail a little bit better. But I will try to go slow so that you can follow along. So, to do our first knot, you're going to take your far left cord, place it over top of your two middle cords, take your far right cord, place it over top of the left one to make like a number 4 shape. Then you'll take that far right cord, place it underneath your two middle cords, pull it up through your first loop on the left side, like that. And then while keeping the two middle cords as straight as possible, you'll take the two end cords here and pull tight, bringing it all the way up to the top. It's hard on the first one because that second cord wasn't attached yet, so it's tough to get it on. There we go. And then we're going to do the exact same thing again. So taking your far left cord over top of the middle ones, your far right cord over top of the initial left one, putting it underneath the two middle cords and up through that left initial loop. And again, while keeping your two middle cords tight, pull the two cords on the left and right side. Okay, and then we just keep going. So doing the exact same thing, always starting with the left side. And as you go, because we're always starting the knots on the left side, you will start to notice that your pattern as you go down will start to spin on its own. Do one more here and then I'll show you. So do you see that? I'll bring it up closer to you so you can see better. So there we go. See how it's starting to spin and make a spiral pattern? So it does that when we always start the knot with the same side. So the difference between this and a regular square knot, you would go back and forth between left side and right side every time you started a knot. So if we wanted to do a regular square knot, we would start on the left side, do the pattern as I showed you, and then the next one we would start on the right side, loop it over, and so on and so forth, back and forth. And that would create the same effect but going straight all the way down. You could definitely do that for a keychain wristlet. It would just give a different look. If you prefer that, go ahead and do a regular square knot. I will probably be doing other macrame pieces that have regular square knots, so keep an eye open for that, and I will walk you through a regular square knot. I can't remember if my last one had a square knot in it or not. I uploaded a macrame tutorial video last week, I believe. And that one might have had a regular square knot in it. So you can go back and see, and I'll walk you through that. So yeah, so this one's pretty simple. You're just going to continue on with that pattern, starting on the left side, and then just keep going. And then once you're about, I don't know, I would say about 7 inches down or so, I would take it off of your cork board, fit it around your wrist, and see if you want it any longer than that. And then of course just keep going. But yeah, it depends on your hand size and everything. So just take it off every once in a while, see if it measures okay. If not, keep going. Okay guys, so at this point you can see that the two end strands on either side are a lot shorter than the two middle strands. So I need to keep going, but I don't want to run out of cord. So what I'm going to do is swap around the middle cords to the cords on the ends. It sounds a little bit strange, but it's barely noticeable once the piece is complete, and it will save you cord. So you're going to take the two middle cords and pull them out to be your outer cords. Bring in your two short cords to now be your middle cords, and you're just going to continue on from there. There will be one kind of weird looking knot, but believe me, I did the same thing in this, and you can barely tell where it is. And it will save you cord in the end. Okay guys, so we have our entire length of our keychain wristlet complete. It fits around my wrist well. So now it's time to gather the two ends together to make it look like this. And what we're going to do is make a gathering knot, which is this right here. And I will show you how to do that. So I've already cut a piece of cord. I did mine about 2 feet. You probably won't need that much length, but again, I always like to give myself extra cord just in case. So we are going to take the end of our wristlet, move it up, overlapping the very top of it, just a little bit. See that overlapping? And then you're going to take your third cord that you've cut, and you want to place it just like this, kind of laying over the top of where the two ends meet. Kind of like that. I know it's hard to see. And then you're going to make a little bit of a loop and bring the cord back up. So basically you want a loop laying on top of the two ends that are overlapping here. You want that loop kind of resting on top. And then you're going to hold it in place. All of that with your, I'm doing it with my right hand because I'm left-handed. And then you're simply going to take the end of this third cord and just start wrapping it around this entire thing that you have going on here. And that's going to be your gathering knot. Okay, so we want the end of this loop right here, this little end. I'm so sorry, it's hard to see. Let me see if I can. Okay, so we want the little end of this loop available to us. So don't cover up the end of your third cord that you're making the loop out of. You want that kind of dangling out because, well, I'll show you why when we do the gathering knot, but leave this little piece of the cord out. Okay, and then you're just going to start wrapping. That's going to be hard to keep in place now with the pin. Wrapping it around. Actually, I might take the pin out at this point so I can show you closer up. Okay, so there's, oh boy. Okay, so here's our third cord laid out on top, a little loop. We're going to keep the end of it sticking out and then just start wrapping your gathering knot. If you do, if you look up any macrame plant hanger tutorials, which I might actually do in the future as well, they will show you how to do a gathering knot as well, because you always have to do a gathering knot at the beginning of a hanging plant hanger. So there are other tutorials as well, just in case this one's a little bit harder to see. So we're going to do our gathering knot almost all the way up to our keychain link. Right about there. Okay. And then you're going, see the end of the loop here? You're going to stick the end of that cord into the loop, out through, like that. And then see this little guy I told you to keep handy at the bottom? You're going to pull, and you're going to see the cord here being pulled through the gathering knot. Right, and you're going to pull it as tight as possible so it's now inside your gathering knot, like that. And then just straighten out your gathering knot so it looks nice. And that is it. Now all you're going to do is cut off the excess cords, and then you'll have a nice keychain wristlet. And it's complete. I really love it. I love the color of this. I love the pattern, the simple pattern, and even like the gold detailing of the keychain link. You can get this in like a bronze color and a silver color, of course, as well. They might even have black if you searched hard enough, but I really like the gold. Pretty easy one to do. I hope that you guys enjoyed this macrame tutorial along with me. Please let me know in the comments below if you would like to see more macrame tutorials. I would be happy to share more of my products with you, some of the baby items I have, and some other just macrame items that I create. Remember to click the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. That lets me know that you would like to see more content like this. And remember, you can always subscribe if you would like, and come and join me as I share more crafting items, mom life, and encouragement with you as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.